What's up, people? In this video we are going to slightly adjust my webcam, and then we're going to take a look at this guy right here, Obese to Beast. So skimmed his channel. Seems like a normal person, I guess, like my real conversation with a healthy at every size supporter. This like leads me to believe that he's like doesn't buy into that shit. Body positivity's gone too far. I'm mad. I'm guessing this is also like normally when you have people who are let's call them ex-fatties, right? Whatever. They really hate this like healthy at every size bullshit, right? So like I think I get the feeling this, like, because you put in all the work to lose all the weight, and then these people who are like claiming that you don't need to or whatever, they're kind of discounting all of the work you've done. So anyway, dude seems legit. I don't know like what video to do here. Like nobody told me what video to do. They just said check him out. These are his most popular videos. This is old, so like I don't want to do it because I don't think he has this loose skin anymore. I don't really know. Anyway, let's just do this one. Tess Holiday is selling a dangerous lie to her followers, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to do a video where I just like agree with the guy the whole time. See, this is kind of the problem where like with a lot of this fitness stuff is like, am I going to do a video and just like be like, yep, they're right. Yep, they're right. That's boring. The truth about my compression clothing. I guess he does still have loose skin. My message to Amberlynn Reed. I don't even know here. I was 360 pounds and I hate obesity. I don't really know. What should I do here? Tess Holiday said I'm toxic. Let's just watch this one. Fuck it. Alright. So anyway, if you guys have any other suggestions for YouTubers or YouTubers really that you want me to take a look at, like feel free to leave me a comment. However, if we could like avoid me like doing what I just did, tell me like specifically what video, unless it's obvious or something, like Kenzie Burke, pretty obvious. Yeah, anyway, let's watch this, I guess.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So today, from the title, as you can tell, we are going to be talking about, I guess you could call her, an influencer, celebrity, Tess Holiday. She recently posted something on her Instagram, and a ton of you guys have actually sent this to me. So I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on what's going on here. So first of all, if you're not familiar with who Tess Holiday is, she is a body positivity advocate. She is a health at every size advocate. She is somebody that is pretty overweight, and she is one of those people that she has a hashtag that's really popular. It's called F Your Beauty Standards. So she's all about empowering women and trying to let people know that you can love the body that you're in no matter what size you are. And I can say that without a doubt, I 100% agree with that, and I think that that's how people should feel. If you're somebody that has stretch marks, if somebody that has loose skin, if you're somebody that might be missing a limb, if you're somebody that isn't conventionally attractive, you shouldn't make that a reason to feel like you're less than anybody else. And I completely 100% agree with that sentiment. Now, that's all well and good, and again, I think if that's all that she was, there wouldn't be as much press about her, there wouldn't be as many people talking about her. But the reason that she gets talked about is because the way that she does things is very abrasive, and she likes to, from what I've seen, make people think the way she thinks, and if they don't think that way, then they are either being a hater, or they're being like really mean, or they're just a terrible person. So let's get into the topic of the video. So it looks like next month Tess Holiday is going to be featured in Cosmopolitan UK in their magazine for being strong, fit, and healthy at 300 pounds. So she posted a video on her Instagram, so I'm going to play that and then we'll talk about it. So under the post, she wrote this caption: I'm fat and I work out and I love my body. Shocking, huh? Just stopping right there, I want to say I'm 100% on board with this. I think that anybody has a gym body. Anybody deserves to go to the gym and not feel like they don't belong there. And I am 100% a proponent of, if somebody is sitting there making fun of someone at the gym, they are a piece of trash and they don't deserve to be at the gym. Because I think the gym is there for people to better themselves. And so it 100% is not okay with me to make...
All right. I don't think that's what she said. Like, is that even what that she didn't say? I doubt this girl said anything about going to the gym. Let me just rewind this a little bit. Yeah, I don't think she like mentioned the gym at all. Whatever. Anyway, she didn't say that. But like, okay, so let's figure this out here. Okay, so first of all, dude seems cool for sure. Like finally, like a normal person. After doing all these mukbang videos, it's like I don't know if like only weird people gravitate to that like style of content, or it whatever, I don't know. Anyway, this guy seems normal. regarding what he said about like loving your body and all that stuff, like it's true and it's not true, right? Like all this stuff about like that's not wrong, right? You know, and here's why. It's like if you're Tess Holiday, or if you have a body like Tess Holiday and you're 300 pounds, the danger that you run into if you love your body is that you will, like, let's get like whatever practical about it, you'll have health problems and you will have limited access to sexual partners, let's just call it that. You won't be as attractive. There's problems with that, right? Being 300 pounds, like who's going to say that there isn't, right? So like if that bothers you, which let's be real, it bothers everybody, okay? If that bothers you, then you should feel bad about it, okay? You should probably feel like some sort of pain, like I'm not like extreme pain, but like you should feel uncomfortable about that, because that discomfort will kind of hopefully lead you in the direction of change. However, the other side of this coin is that if you permanently condition yourself to always be dissatisfied with the way you look, which happens to a lot of people who exercise, right? Like, you know, everybody, right? Like you lose a little bit of weight, you know, you get a little bit fitter, abs pop a little bit more, get a little bit more definition. You're still going to kind of compare yourself to the next guy or the next girl that looks better than you, and you're not going to be satisfied, right? It happens with everything in life. You know, we're never satisfied as human beings, which is why we live in the world and why we have technology and cars and supermarkets and all that stuff, because if we were satisfied with what we had, then we would never like leave our cave, right? So like it's important, you know, I think it's important to kind of look at both sides of the argument in this. Like they're both right, but to say like if you go all in on either side, I think it's a mistake. Like if you go all in on like Tess Holiday, I'm using her as an example. If you go all in on like this body positivity nonsense, like sorry, it's nonsense, then you get this stuff that we have now, which is 100% marketing. Let's be honest. Like you're marketing to fat people. You're marketing the lie essentially to fat, or the dream, whatever you want to call it, the message, let's say, that you can be 300 pounds. Like, wow, that's like 300 pounds. I don't think I've even broken like 200. I'm like 6 feet tall. 300 and fit. Homegirl does not look fit. But you market that lie to them, to people who are out of shape. So, you know, that's what you get if you go on that side. And then if you're on the other side, then you're just like an obsessed like workaholic who's never satisfied, regardless of the, you know, success that you may experience. Anyway, nitpicking, but let's just, I guess, like move on a little bit.
To be at the gym, because I think the gym is there for people to better themselves. And so
and yeah, like he didn't, I think this is just like something he wanted to say, so he just like kind of brought it up out of nowhere, unless I missed it. And she's like, honestly, like I doubt she's like stepped foot in a gym in like years, but I don't know, whatever. Yeah, of course everybody has the right to go to the gym. Like in my experience, I mean, I guess there's some assholes somewhere who will like make fun of fat people at the gym, but normally fit people, like we know, like we nobody's born like this. Like we understand the progression of like achieving a high level of fitness. We know you have to start somewhere, and you like gradually move up incrementally until you get stronger, faster, you perform better, you look better. Like everybody knows that. That's like, and everybody, we all know, like a lot of us were fat when we were younger. It's not, I guess people don't really understand that, is that a lot of people who were fit were not like good, not in good shape before. So anyway, whatever, let's just watch this a little bit.
It 100% is not okay with me to make fun of someone that is overweight or anything, is super skinny, whatever it might be, that is going to a gym, because that's the reason that they're there. So I get very heated when I see people making fun of other people, because I was that person in the gym that felt unbelievably uncomfortable. So I 100% am on board with what she's saying right here. Just remember that your size isn't an indicator of what you are capable.
Yeah, so I just want to clarify this. Her comment, you guys can't see this, my face is in the way, but it says, I'm fat and I work out and I love my body. Shocking, huh? Just remember that your size isn't an indicator of what you are capable of, and if anyone tries to tell you otherwise, sit on them. Thank you for the beautiful and important piece at Cosmopolitan UK in this month's issue. Hashtag F your beauty standards. I don't think this is her. This girl does not look 300 pounds. Maybe. I don't know.
of, and if anyone tries to tell you otherwise, sit on them. Thank you to the beautiful and important piece, Cosmopolitan UK, in this month's issue, F Your Beauty Standards. Now, when she says your size isn't an indicator of what you're capable of, I can see where that could be coming from, but at the same time, like, we have to be realistic, right? If you are 300 plus pounds, that isn't healthy, and there's no way that you're fit if you are that large. And I want to make it clear that I'm not trying to shame anybody here at all. I think that it is absolutely amazing that she is going to the gym. I think that that's super awesome. I think that that is what anybody should feel comfortable at the gym. Again, I already went there. I already had that rant. But at the same time, like, sitting there and saying that the size of your body isn't an indicator of your health is just not true. I would say for the middle people, people that aren't either super skinny or morbidly obese, yeah, you're not going to be able to tell how fit someone is by looking at them, right? What their body is capable of. But if you are 300 pounds and it's difficult for you to get up off of a couch, or it's difficult for you to do 5 burpees in a row, or it's difficult for you to run at all in any capacity, that's probably not a good indicator of your health, right? That is going to indicate that you are not healthy and you're definitely not fit. I like to look at fitness on a scale. This is something that comes from CrossFit, but I think that it can be beneficial for anybody. So I think it's called the fitness to wellness continuum, right? So at the very bottom here, this is sickness. And then if you go to the middle of it, this is health. And if you go...
All right, this is worth pausing right here. First of all, homie does CrossFit, like, props. Like, CrossFit's amazing, okay? Their whole philosophy on health, phenomenal. They get a lot of hate because it's like trendy, and you have a lot of, like, I guess, like, CrossFit douchebags who are like, it's like, what's the joke? It's like, how do you know if somebody does CrossFit? And the answer is like, or the punchline is, it's like, because they'll tell you in the first 5 minutes of talking to them, something like that. And it's kind of true. Anyway, I don't remember if I've seen this before, the wellness continuum, but this, like, all of their, like, fitness philosophy shit is like 100% legit. Like, if you guys are looking for basically 100% correct fitness information, like, you can literally go to, like, CrossFit's website and read all of their articles and just believe everything they say. Okay, in my opinion, right? I think they're legit in every single way. That said, like, I guess the whole point of this video, and I understand, like, somebody has to say something about this, like, healthy at every size nonsense. Like, somebody's got to say it, right? The reason I kind of, like, roll my eyes when I hear this stuff is because it's such, I think it's such an easy target. Like, it's like child's play. Like, how can you, why even, like, waste your breath? Like, first of all, and this is my total rant opinion, whatever. First of all, the people who believe it, like, if somebody's actually dumb or lazy enough to believe that, they're doing, this is totally selfish. They're doing me a favor by essentially removing themselves from the competition of, like, everything in life. Because anybody who believes that is literally in such denial. And first of all, if you can get to be 300 pounds, like, of course, not everybody is 300 pounds. Like, there's exceptions. I know of a couple super successful people who are 300 pounds. But, like, a lot of these people are not. Most are not, right? It's how you are in one area of your life is how you are in other areas. Obviously not everything, right? But, like, not everybody. But these, like, healthy at every size people, these are easy targets. Like, where's the challenge at? And again, like I said, somebody's got to say it, right? But anyway, let's go on.
You go to wellness, and if you go to the bottom, this is fitness. So you start at being unhealthy, right? You're sick, you are morbidly obese, whatever it might be, the reason that you're sick. And then as you go up, the middle is going to be just general health. You are a healthy person. And then if you push that further down, that's when you become somebody that is fit, that is able to do really, really amazing things with their body. And I guess you could say maybe I'm a little bit more harsh on Tess Holiday. The reason is because she has made this into her brand, right? Her brand is to be somebody that sells being morbidly obese as okay and healthy, and that is truly, truly dangerous. And I put it in the same vein, the same category as people that are in fitness that are maybe taking steroids and are lying to people saying, I got these results by taking these supplements, or I got these results by doing my workout program, so you should buy my workout program. It's almost in the same vein as, look, I'm super healthy even though I am over 150 pounds overweight. That isn't healthy. That's actually really dangerous for the people that might be following her, that might feel like, maybe I do want to make a change, maybe I'm not feeling that great. Because honestly, like, I was talking to a couple of my friends about this, I truly do feel a little bit bad for Tess. The reason being is because, say if something does go wrong health-wise for her, I feel like she would either be, one, afraid to go to the doctor because she doesn't want to prove people right? Like, she doesn't want to go to the doctor and then they say, you have diabetes or whatever, you have some sort of health condition and it's linked to your obesity. She's not going to either go, or even if she is, she's going to sit there and not tell people and lie. And again, that's not, I don't think that that's right to do to the people that are following her, to the young ladies that are following her. That's why I think this is so dangerous. And that's why, again, if you look at it surface value, oh, it's so great, appreciate your body, you should love your body, you should, we should accept everyone. And I do agree with that to an extent, but at the same time, we need to be real with ourselves and say, okay, morbid obesity obesity is not something that is good for the general population. Most people should not be morbidly obese. I would say nobody should be morbidly obese, but we shouldn't be glorifying it, and we shouldn't be putting it out there as you can be fit and be 300 pounds, and she's not a tall woman, so that is she's very, very large. And again, I am not trying to sit here and try and make fun of her. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. But when you put these things out there, right, when Tess Holiday puts this out there, puts it in a magazine, you open yourself up to discussion. And again, I'm not trying to be overly mean or anything like that. I'm just trying to share my opinion and why I don't agree with what she's putting out there.
So I don't know anything about this guy. He seems nice. Seems like normal, nice person who he likes CrossFit. Like he gets points in my book for that for sure. Dude lost a lot of weight. Props for sure. Is he and again, this has nothing to do with the actual video. Is he really legitimately concerned about the welfare of the human race? That they'll believe Tess Holliday's ridiculous claim that she's 300 pounds and fat. I don't know if that's his main motivation. I'm gonna say no. Who am I to judge anybody's motivation, right? What do I do? What do I make videos about? But that said, and I mentioned this in the Greg Doucette video that I did, is that when your business or your brand promotes a certain set of principles, and this is, you could say the same thing about Tess Holiday. When you promote a certain set of principles that are essentially the core of your brand, right? In his case, I personally happen to agree with these. Health is important. You can't be obese. CrossFit is good. Whatever. When you promote that and something comes along, some sort of movement or social, it's called a movement, whatever, something that's popular that comes along and has a lot of kind of popular support that completely is essentially the opposite of what you promote, you could say that, well, people would naturally think that's bad for business, right? So your natural reaction is to kind of react against it. And of course, what is he going to be? He's going to say, if Tess Holiday is right, then I lose my customers and I don't sell my, workout program or whatever. And again, I don't know anything about this guy. Maybe he doesn't have a workout program. Make your money, do your thing, bro. Respect. I don't know. I'm saying, and that said, I don't know. Let's just keep watching.
I think that you can absolutely be beautiful and be 300 pounds. I think that you can be a great mother.
And I guess another thing, and I understand, I said, wants to protect his brand, doesn't want to offend anybody. I get it, right? Me with my 1,458 subscribers, I can afford to say whatever I want because nobody watches the shit anyway. So I really don't have anything to lose. You see where I live, right? There's no have you guys seen my duct taped, where is it? My athletic tape on my headset. This is not I don't have a lot to lose. I can't really go much further down. But this dude's crushing it for sure. So you have to not pander, but you have to say stuff like this. You know what I mean? I know what I was going to say. So the people who buy into the whole Tess Holiday, you can be healthy at 300 pounds. If you are willing to believe stuff like that, to honestly avoid any sort of hard work or eating a fucking vegetable, you're going to actually go through all of that to avoid those things, which aren't even hard. Then I think, right, I'm not upset about that. Am I a fitness professional? I don't know. As a whatever fitness professional, let's say I am, even though I'm not really. I don't care about that. Oh, you're taking yourself out of the competition. Okay, now I feel even better about myself that I'm in shape, right? You're just essentially another source of validation for me that I can look at you and feel superior because you have inferior beliefs. And honestly, you're not going to make it. Sorry, but you're not, that great. You make me look better at the beach. Wonderful. Cool. I don't care. Go ahead. Fine. On a human to human level, fine. I feel bad for you that you're going to have a worse life, but I don't really care. Anyway, just go.
A great sister, a great wife. You can be an absolutely amazing person. You can be funny. You can be attractive. You can be so many things. So many things. But to say that you are fit, I don't think it works like that. Like, that's something that you truly have to work at. And that's something that people are working years and years and years to get to. And again, I'm not saying you can't get there, because I was there. I was 360 pounds and I would consider myself fit now. But it's because I put in 5-6 years of hard work. And I think that's where the issue lies. It's not one of those things that you can just be like, oh, I want to call myself fit now. You know, if you feel like you're not pretty and you want to start calling yourself pretty, I'm all for that. And that's 100% something you should do. If you want to say that you're confident and you weren't confident before, but all of a sudden you're like, no, I'm going to flip a switch, I'm going to be confident now, that's great. And I think that's something that you can totally do. But when it comes to fitness, you can't just flip that switch. It doesn't work like that. Maybe you can go from I'm not working on my fitness to now I want to work on becoming fit. Absolutely, that's something that you can do. But I think that trying to just say, oh, I can flip this switch and I'm fit now, it just doesn't work like that. And if you go and actually read some of the comments under the post that she made, I think it shows that she doesn't really care for discussion about this at all. She just wants people to kind of congratulate her, because anybody that comes with, and they're not even mean, a lot of them aren't even mean. Again, some people are being completely rude and I don't agree with that at all. But some of the people that are coming with legit points, similar things to what I'm saying, she doesn't want to hear. And she's kind of just like cussing them out in her comment section. So the first comment, cool that you love your body, but is it really fit or healthy? And her response is, you don't really care about my health though, because your small brain can't understand that someone...
So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this chick looks like a bikini competitor or something. So I think obviously like a little bit of this is like catty female behavior, for lack of a better explanation. But again, this is to the point of what I said earlier, which is that if you build your brand around a certain ideology or practice or whatever, and somebody comes along and gets a lot of social proof, 143 likes, that's a lot, although she does have 200, gets a lot of social proof about that, and it threatens your business model, then you're going to react negatively. And this is, uncalled for, but whatever.
Someone who is fat can be healthy, right? So F off. Again, I think that you can absolutely be overweight and still be healthy. I don't think that everyone needs to be these fit people, these fit goals or anything like that. You have a six-pack. I don't think that that's what you need to be healthy. But being morbidly obese is not healthy. That has been, and that's not even me trying to be mean, right? That is just the science of the matter. That is just the truth. And I think that you can absolutely work on it. And I'm super glad that she's going to the gym. I'm super glad that she is actively working on her health. But to just state that I am healthy and I'm fit, it just doesn't work like that. And this next comment was actually kind of concerning. So this is somebody that is supporting Tess. She goes on to say, doctors are always so amazed when they run my labs. They always expect to lecture me on my health, but I have absolutely perfect lab results every time. No diabetes, high cholesterol, nothing. I'm 330 pounds and more healthy than most people I know. And Tess goes on to reply, no good doctor should ever be surprised at running labs. They are just ignorant. Now, the fact of the matter is, I don't really know too much about the girl commenting, but the way I like to look at it is like, you always see old people and you see overweight people, but you don't really see that many really overweight older people. You end up dying earlier. And so yeah, you might be okay right now. Like, I didn't have any serious issues, right? I was maybe pre-diabetic, was the closest I ever got to having any real issues when I was at my heaviest. But I know for a fact about how I felt personally that this was not something I could sustain. And I knew that I was going to die before I was 40 years old. And now again, I'm not saying that that's how this lady feels, and I'm not saying she's lying or anything like that. But the fact of the matter is like, your body isn't built to maintain that big of a size for years and years. You're not going to get up to 80 years being that size. So that's why it's just kind of sad. And that's where the kind of the insidiousness comes from, because I don't think we should be encouraging people to be overweight. At the same time, I don't think we should be making fun of people or shaming them or making people feel like less than a human because of their size as well. I think that we should do the best to educate people on how to lose weight in a healthy way and in a maintainable way, and show them that it is possible, and show them that it doesn't need to be this crazy thing, because diet culture has definitely messed up a lot of people. I was one of those people that it messed up for a long time. But at the same time, I think that there is a way that we can help others lose weight and not do this thing where we're normalizing obesity, because it's not good for our country. It's not good for the world. And last...
So he's right. It seems like a nice guy for sure. Like, and I guess his heart's in the right place. Not to like doubt his motivations earlier. I'm just philosophizing on a whatever. I'm a commentator. What do you want? But like, this is one of those things. Like, this is as a commentator, right? Because what he's kind of doing is commentary also, not quite in the same way, but he's basically just talking about other people. As a commentator, I try to stay away from like easy targets, right? I think that's, and you can do stuff like that for the kind of easy points, I guess. But when I listen to this, I'm like, does this even need to be said? Like, is this actually, like, do people actually believe in this Tess Holiday stuff? Or the girl said she was 330 pounds and she's like super healthy because her doctor like didn't find, like, she doesn't have diabetes. Like do you actually, like, is it, what do you gain out of like engaging in a discussion with that person, right? This reminds me a lot of like, I don't want to like, whatever, this is super random, but like people who will like talk about, like every once in a while or on the internet at least it's fairly common, you'll kind of like read a comment or something where people will be like, they'll like blame Jews for everything, right? And it's like, you just, how do you talk to those people? You know what I mean? And like, okay, fine, I'm Jewish, but still, like, even as a Jewish person, like, I've never, okay, and maybe they'll like watch this video, I'll be like, see, he's like a sneaky Jew. So it's like his sneaky Jew tactics. Like if you actually knew like what goes on in like a synagogue or like a Shabbat meal, there's no like, we're not like plotting to take over the world, dog. Believe it or not, I'm not doing it from like my, $3 a night room in Bangkok. Or am I? Maybe I am. No, but I'm actually not. But like, how do you engage in conversation with those people? Like, they're actually so, like, they're never going to believe anything you say anyway, right? To actually believe that, to kind of like completely deny, and the fat people thing is even worse. Like, at least the Jewish thing, like, okay, like I could like, that's plausible, right? That's like actually like, it could be true, right? Like who actually knows? Maybe there really is like a bunch of like super elite Jewish people and they're really like pulling the strings and controlling the world. It's possible. I mean, I don't know that doesn't exist. In my experience, okay, like probably not actually the case, but maybe it's out there. Who knows? I don't know. But the whole like fat person like being healthy and fit thing, like how can you argue with reality on that level to that degree? I don't know.
Last comment I want to read is, love yourself and your body 100%, but please don't try and get people to believe that being obese doesn't put you at higher risk for high blood pressure, heart disease, and even cancer. Love yourself enough to work towards a long and healthy life. That would be so inspiring. So that's a very nice comment that she left. And then Tess replies, what would be inspiring is if you would F off. So I can see where Tess would be coming from. I get that it would be very annoying hearing comments about people saying stuff about your body. I deal with it with my loose skin. People seem to think that they know exactly what I want or what I should do. But at the same time, I accept that when I post pictures of my loose skin or when I post videos of my loose skin, I understand I'm going to get some conversation. There's going to be some people that are going to be mean. And for me, it is what it is. But the issue that I have is that when we start normalizing obesity, where does it end, right? Like, at what point does Tess think, okay, is it okay to be 600 pounds? Is it okay to be 700 pounds? Where is her line? And if there is no line, that is a little ridiculous to me, right? There needs to be some sort of line to say, hey, there's no way that you are 600 pounds and healthy, right? I would hope that she would at least agree with that. And there's no way that you're 70 pounds and healthy. So where is, like, her line? Maybe it's pushed a little bit further than most people, but I don't think that as a society, we should be pushing that line over more and over more and over more, especially when all of the evidence and all of the science is saying being morbidly obese is going to get you at risk for diabetes, heart disease, and you're going to die sooner. So why are we normalizing that and glorifying that? Again, we don't need to be making fun of it, and we don't need to be making people feel like monsters because they have extra weight on them, because I myself is an example of, you can get rid of it and you can live.
All right, like, I kind of wonder, like, does this guy not see that this is just like marketing and it's like it's for the money, right? Does he not understand that? Like, am I just being like cynical? But this whole like Tess Holiday thing, like healthy at every size, this is all to like sell more stuff, right? This is all to like sell plus size clothing and fucking like all this other like shit that you are now marketing to a completely, you've just invented a new demographic basically. And when you invent a new demographic, you can essentially copy everything in society that you sell to, like, you're like, it's like a copy machine. Like, you're just like printing money basically, because you sell everything that you have. Oh, but now you just make the plus size version, right? It's like whatever, vegan or something. Like, okay, we have hamburgers, now you have vegan hamburgers, right? You sell the same shit, not really the same because meat's not vegetables, but you get the idea. It's like kind of the same category. Like, I honestly don't know, like, does this guy actually not get it? Because he's using logic, right? Like, why are you using logic with these people? It's clearly not up for discussion. In this example, right, with Tess Holiday and her, like, like, oh yeah, like, thanks for your comment, like, fuck yourself, right? Why are you trying to use logic? Okay, and then let's
a really fulfilling life that you really enjoy once you lose the weight. Not saying you can't have a fulfilling life while you are overweight at all, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel if that's something that you want. So again, these are just my thoughts. I thought that it was a really interesting topic to talk about, and I want to make it very clear, I have nothing against Tess Holiday. I am not trying to at all bring hate on her. I think that what she's doing, there are certain parts of it that are really cool. I think that it is really cool to show somebody that is, overweight. Again, she is a model, so it's really cool to have a model that is really overweight in the gym, to show people that might feel a little bit nervous to go into the gym that they can feel confident and they can feel comfortable. I think she looks beautiful in the photos, and I think that's great, and I think that can be a really big catalyst for other people to continue going to the gym or going to the gym at all in the first place, to start working on themselves. there are a lot of positives from this, but there are also negatives, and I just wanted to give my thoughts and my opinion on them. I truly believe that fitness saved my life and losing weight saved my life. That's why I talk about this stuff so much, and that's why I'm so passionate about it, is because I know that there are so many people out there that do want to lose weight that feel trapped inside of their bodies. I felt completely trapped inside an obese version of myself. Am I going to sit here and say everyone feels the same way I did? No, that would be ignorant. But I know that there are people, because I get messages from them every day. So I want people out there to understand that if you do want to change, it is possible. And the people that are making fun of you are absolute garbage, and they don't deserve your time, and they don't deserve your energy. So if somebody's making fun of you because of your weight, they don't deserve the air they breathe. That's how I feel, at least. And so if you do want to start going to the gym, 100%, that I think it's great that Tess is doing this, and great that she is inspiring other people to get out there and go to the gym. But again, to say that you are fit and healthy when you are morbidly obese, that is just not the right message, I think, to be spreading. I would really appreciate if you guys would share.
Okay, so dude seems very nice. I've said that already. Let me just say, I don't think Tess Holiday is like inspiring anybody to go to the gym. Like, if anything, she's like inspiring fit people to go to the gym so they don't turn out like her. Is she like motivating fat people to go to the gym? No, she's not. That's not. I don't know like where he got that from. Like, I guess because like she did a photo shoot like, with some like 5-pound weights or something. I don't know anything about it, but like, I don't know. It doesn't look like she works out that often. And like, oh my God, how much do you need to eat to be 300 pounds? But anyway, the point is that when you, I don't want to say glorify obesity, but when you kind of like remove people's sense of guilt about being obese through marketing like this, you're not, the effect is not, oh, well, it's okay to be fat, I'm beautiful, now I can go to the gym. Like, huh? How do you make that jump? It's much more likely that the effect is actually, oh, I'm fat and beautiful and I'm healthy, so I don't need to go to the gym. Why go to the gym? I'm perfectly healthy. Well, going to the gym means I need to get better, but I'm fine the way I am, right? That's what's happening here. So and also like, this dude is, like I said, super nice, and he's playing fair, which is kind of the problem, right? Like, why are you fighting fair with a bad person? Not a bad person, a disingenuous person, a more disingenuous person that is also acting much more selfishly, and is encouraging habits that will lead to unnecessarily negative effects, I guess. Anyway, don't fight fair, I guess, is the point when your opponent is a body positivity, like fat person model. Like, I don't know. And actually what I wanted to say about this guy is like, he's mentioned a couple times he's got loose skin. I've never had loose skin, but I have heard that dry fasting will get rid of loose skin. Just by looking at him, he does look like he has a little weight to lose. Like, just from like his face or whatever, like he's not super shredded, right? And some people will be like, well, there's no proof. There's no scientific studies that show that fasting will get rid of loose skin. It's like, it's permanent. No, it's not. Think of it like this, right? The point I'm trying to say is like, homie should try dry fasting, right? Let's think about it like this, right? Let's say we took homeboy here and we dropped him on a desert island, okay? No food, none, zero food, but we gave him snake juice, for example, or nothing, right? And we left him there for a week, right? He has no access to food. We left him there, for a short enough time period that he's not going to die, but he's also not going to, like, there's no chance there's no supermarket, there's no animals, there's no food. Do you think that when we checked on him a week later, do you think he would have more loose skin? Do you think he would have less loose skin? Or do you think he would have the same amount of loose skin? Okay, I encourage you to think of it like that. Like, if you somehow said that he would have more loose skin based on what he looks like now, like, what are you smoking? Like, obviously he would have less loose skin. Like, your body is not going to keep essentially extra fuel there just because, like, the universe is unfair. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard, right, to think about it like that. Anyway, bottom line, I don't think it's impossible to get rid of the loose skin. Like, is he actually trying? I'm not sure. I don't know. But I think a lot of the times when you have, like, his identity, like, if we want to sum it up, is like, I was fat, I lost the weight, I'm in much better shape now. I'm really happy about that, but I still have loose skin, and that hurts my, it hurts my feelings, whatever. That's like his identity, right? He's like attached to that. Okay, you can kind of tell, but just by the way he talks. So if you need to change some of that, right, you need to like change all this other shit that kind of stems from your identity, right? Not to mention his business, his YouTube channel, all these messages that he's sending out. Like, not that it's a mess. I personally, wouldn't want that. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, that's my breakdown of homeboy here, obese to beast, I think. Overall, like, I think he's got good advice. I've only watched this one video, but I would say seems like a nice guy, for sure. I'm not saying he's like wrong about anything. I guess you can take his advice about fitness and stuff, but I would encourage you to be maybe a little bit harder on yourself, especially if you're trying to like get rid of loose skin. Yeah, like being hard on yourself is not a bad thing. Like it's okay to hate yourself. You know what I mean? Okay, so anyway, if you guys have any other recommendations for YouTubers or videos you want me to take a look at, let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.